Alright everybody, happy holidays. This is Doug, Mystic Eye, coming to you with another episode of Darkest Night. This will be turn 7. Pretty fun stuff so far. We have our scholar is the one that continues to draw the Necromancer. He finally moved away and went to the village to try and keep the pressure on our heroes there. But as a result, he noticed that he and the druid are in the same location there. There's now another monster of vampires to be defeated. If anybody can do it, it's our druid. He's pretty tough. But that being said, his secrecy is getting low, and it's going to be coming to the point where the Necromancer is going to start finding him and fight him. We don't want that. Necromancer's kind of tough, so I don't know if we're going to be able to leave our friend the druid there or not. But it is his turn, so let's see what we do, and we'll get right to the table. We have a couple of choices with the druid. Now, we can attack the vampires that are there. They need a 6 to defeat for us to destroy the blight. But the Necromancer is there as well. As you can see, our friend druid's secrecy is getting really low, and his grace is actually starting to get low. He could run to the monastery, though we do need to, we're back up to 3 blights there again. In all likelihood, there's a good chance, well, 50-50 chance the Necromancer is going to move away. There's also a 50-50 chance the Necromancer is going to stay there and attack him. He won't die from that. He'd have to run the next time, but it is a risk. I think it's a risk we're going to take because we don't want blights to continue to pile up in the village. So, unfortunately, we have not been able to get rid of these other blights. This unholy aura. You know what? I think we might take out the unholy aura that causes fighting to be -1. Because that will give him, if he can manage to stay there and not get attacked by the Necromancer. Of course, if he ends his turn there, he's going to have to fight or elude the vampires as well. Man, just tough choices all the way around. So here's the deal. Any hero that ends his turn with a monster is going to have to fight it. And we're not talking about the 6 there, but the other 2 stats, the elude or fight stats. If he fails, of course, he takes damage. But the unholy aura is causing them to fight not as well, and the evil presence is causing them to not elude as well. Man, it's just endless. Anyway, we do have to draw an event card for him first, so let's do that and see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky. But of course not. Dark Scrying. I either have to spend a grace or lose to secrecy. That kind of makes up our mind what we're going to do. Okay? I am going to lose the 2 secrecy. That's going to put him down to a 1. And unfortunately that means he is not going to stay there because he does not want to be attacked by the Necromancer. With a 1 secrecy, it's a pretty good bet the Necromancer is going to find him in the village and attack him. So he's going to, for his action, he's going to flee to the monastery where he will be able to heal. Moving does increase his secrecy back up to 2, and that will end his turn. Not the best turn for our hero, the druid. Now we'll move on to the scholar. Himself down here in the forest again, and I think he's got 2 keys, and we've had some luck with searching. I think we're going to do that again, even though he has no specific skills or abilities to do that. If he can get a treasure chest or something, or even another key, we're going to be in really good shape. So we've got to take some risks. Okay. So I'm trying to get him. There it is. Okay, there we go. Not too bad. We actually succeeded again. And he's going to get to draw. We're having some pretty decent luck. I haven't had any quests come out yet, which sucks, but I'm sure we'll have one eventually. So here's what he drew when he's in the forest. So he got a treasure chest. I'm not going to pull the treasure chest out because here's what they look like. Nice little treasure chest. Because he's going to use it immediately. I'm not going to even waste any time worrying about that, which is going to allow him to mix up his cards here a little bit. Just to give him a little bit of a shuffle. He's going to get to pull the top one off and get a new power card. Okay, here we go. Ancient Charm. Activate in your location. When a hero has an event there, draw an extra card and discard 1. So that allows him to kind of avoid some of the bad effects of the event cards. Did I draw an event for him, or did I make that mistake yet again? Let me look at the last event that was... No, the Dark Scrying. No, I did not. Okay, well, anyway. we're going to draw the horde for him. Now we look at his secrecy. His secrecy is a 3. So he's facing a large horde, which he will elude. So this is all, of course, before the ancient charm. So he couldn't activate that to get rid of the event. But he does get only 1 die there when eluding. He normally would have 2, but in the forest there's the evil presence. He rolled a 5 though, so he actually did he manage to elude? He did. He eluded the horde while in the forest, searching in the forest, and learned a new ability at the same time, found a cache of hidden lore, and learned how to create an ancient charm. Not a bad turn for our little guy here. So anyway, let's move on to our monk. So that's going to end our scholar's turn. And I swear I'm going to remember to do events first. But let's move on to the monk. On to the monk. Our monk is in the swamp, and we're going to draw an event card. Get that out of the way. Okay. Anathema. He's just going to lose a grace. This is, man, our monk is hurting, but he's got no bad guys there. So we're going to keep him there and use his tactic here. He's already exhausted his chief power, but we're going to use his tactic here to do a search. It's no, wrong guy. Sorry, on the wrong character there. This one. Clarity. So you get to add 1 to your highest die when searching. Well, he's only got 1 die. So hopefully, search rolls a 4 there. He rolled a 4, and which gives him a 5 actually. So he succeeded in the search there as well. We're going to draw a map card. Now, if I run out of map cards, we just reshuffle them, by the way. He is in the swamp, which is going to give him bottled magic. And we'll put that on his character, and I think that's going to allow him to refresh some stuff. We'll see. But anytime we get to search and get an item is a good thing. So that's going to officially end our monk's turn. And I'll get that bottled magic out and put it on his card. His little bottled magic token. Now what's cool about that thing is he can discard it to add, after he's rolled combat dice, to add 3 more dice to the roll. So we're going to hang on to that for some time when we may have to battle something really nasty. Maybe those vampires that are in the village, or the Necromancer himself. Again, that ends the monk's turn. We're going to move on to the Wayfarer. He has moved up to the castle. Where is he? Yeah, he's right here. And he too is going to do some searching. He's all by himself up there. Now he doesn't have any specific abilities to search, but you notice that the search difficulty in the castle is very low. And he rolled a 6 when he didn't need it. But that's okay. We're going to get a nice treasure out of this castle space. So let's draw a map tile, see what we get. So in the castle, oh, awesome. He got a cache. Allows him to draw 2 abilities and keep 1. So here's the Wayfarer's deck. I have shuffled it already, but let's just draw 2. And I'll mix it up a little more and draw 1 out of the middle. Boom. He's going to get to keep 1 of these. Let's see which one. All right. Wanderlust, exhaust to travel and then take a free action. Man, I like that. And that is his action. So it's like getting 2 actions for the price of 1. He does have to exhaust it. Or he gets Traveler's Luck, which is he activates after traveling, similar to his From the Blue ability, and deactivate it after making any die roll to reroll it. God, both those are fantastic, but I think Wanderlust is going to be our card. So I'm going to keep that one and shuffle it in. Getting the ability to even every once in a while get 2 actions, too worthwhile. So we're going to place that up in his active action pool. And that's going in his turn. So now we get to go on to the lovely Necromancer. So here we go. Let's move our darkness track up to 7. So I keep saying something different because I just did a playthrough of A Touch of Evil, which has the Shadow track. I play Arkham Horror, which has the Doom track, and now Eldritch Horror, which has a Doom track. It's just they're all the kind of similar mechanics where you move the track toward evil as you go. So I keep interchanging those terms, but this is the darkness track. Anyway, we are on the Necromancer's turn now, so we're going to roll for him. Now, if you're in the monastery, you don't count for this. So our good old druid who has a secrecy of 2 isn't going to count. We did roll a 3. Is there anybody? There is somebody that's got a secrecy Well, yeah, he might go. Let me just check that. I want to double check. I keep trying to remind myself whether or not it's equal to or less than what the hero rolled. So looking up the Necromancer movement right here just to see, and I will be right back. Greater than. The only hero that we have that his roll is greater than is our druid, and he's in the monastery, so he doesn't count. The scholar has a 3, and since we rolled a 3, it is not greater than. So the Necromancer is simply going to move on a 3. Hello, scholar. Here we come again. I mean, there's a good chance he's going to move, but man, he keeps going right at that scholar. Anyway, we're going to create a new blight there. We're going to draw a map card in the forest. Mr. Mustard with the candlestick, and it's going to create a dark fog, which we've had pop up before. Now the dark fog, I think, inhibits search abilities, right? If I recall, yeah, +2 to search difficulty. So we're not going to be searching there anytime soon. And just in case you wondered, the cool image on the token is a dark fog. Okay, that is going. There's really no combat or any fighting going on. That's going to end the Necromancer's turn for turn 7, and we're done. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with turn 8 soon.